This is breaking news.
Simon Cowell thought he was going to die in horror moment on Britain's Got Talent. Simon Cowell has opened up about a tense experience while filming the latest season of Britain's Got Talent in Blackpool, which will be showcased in the 2025 edition of the ITV series. He recalled a moment that genuinely made him fear for his life when he had to lie on stage with fruit and mallets whirling overhead, as fellow judges Amanda Holden and Alesha Dixon watched on, screaming in terror. With the perilous situation unfolding, Simon remained motionless as a blindfolded man forcefully smashed watermelons right beside his head. The risky watermelon act is just one facet of the incredible talent set to grace the forthcoming 18th installment of the show. Viewers can brace themselves for an array of eccentric performances, including perhaps the most intense contestant yet, Auzzy Blood. The American sensation evoked a mixture of amazement and revulsion as he fed a gigantic screw and later chewed through his nose and mouth, even coaxing Simon to sample some wine from the tube affixed through him. After a crew member intervened to halt the precarious fruit-snatching escapade, Simon emerged visibly rattled and exclaimed incredulously, "Are you ********ing crazy?" Reflecting on a particularly harrowing experience on the show, he shared with the Mirror, "It's that feeling when you kind of think somebody doesn't want you on the show anymore. It was that. It was the closest, genuinely, where I'm thinking they actually want to kill me. And I swear to God, that's how I felt because this guy got really nervous and he'd slipped and was shaking as he was smashing these watermelons," reports the Manchester Evening News. Simon, age 65, recounted how the producers were laughing and urging him to carry on. Yet he felt an immense sense of relief once the ordeal had ended. The health and safety guys, normally quite annoying, actually stopped him. "Thank God, they saved my life." When you're up there, you're immersed in it, and then you go home and think, that asterisk is dark. I nearly got killed 12 times. Amanda, who is 53, described the incident as horrific, noting that Simon had been instructed to remain completely still, but struggled to do so, even feeling the wind of the hammer by his ear. "Even with Street John's ambulance, I don't know what they would have done. But in the wings it was so precarious because it was melon they were smashing, so the water was everywhere," she said, recalling the tension backstage. "Any kind of safety that there must have been was out the window. It was very hard to watch." Alesha, at 46, echoed the sentiment, admitting her genuine concern. "We were genuinely worried. I realized how much I cared about you, Simon. Please don't do that again." It is funny though, the hardest acts to watch end up being the most entertaining to watch back. One of the performances likely to have viewers peering through their fingers includes an act by Auzzy Blood from Las Vegas, who, at one stage, lifts himself up using a hook inserted into his nose. The judges acknowledged that the distressing spectacle might lead to viewer complaints. Amanda Holden made light-hearted comments referring to this possibility. "Let's hope so. Because I've kept fully dressed and covered up, so we're praying for forthcoming," she joked, alluding to past grievances about her choice of attire on the show. Simon Cowell also anticipated some negative feedback, but argued that younger viewers, like his 10-year-old son Eric, would appreciate the act. "We too have kids in the audience, and I'm always looking behind going, do they like it? And actually, yeah, they do. But we probably will get some complaints. I love it when they say, 'Don't try this at home,' like we've all got screws and things just waiting to do that." He further clarified he didn't actually ingest any of the wine that passed through Auzzy Blood's nasal tube, remarking, "It got to a millimeter away. It's close, but not quite." KSI, the guest judge famed for his boxing, singing, and massive YouTube following, expressed his shock at the performance. "The guy with the screws. What the hell? It was ridiculous. I can't believe you drank from his face. I would have thrown up." Yet despite reservations, Alesha Dixon spoke out in support of the American entertainer, saying, "I found that fantastic to watch. It's entertaining. It's funny. And I do think all our kids will love that.